Hey everyone, this is Keith O'Brien from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and we are going to dive into this debate of new school versus old school, or I should have read it like it is on the slide, old school versus new school MLM. I'm going to tell you it's all bullshit. Well, mostly anyway. But before we get started, I want to let you know that this video is not going to be all puppy dogs and rainbows. I'm going to be completely honest with you about some of the never talked about secrets used in marketing. But before I even get into that, I want to show you that I'm a real person. These are some pictures of me and my son, Brennan. I know, he must get his looks from his mom. I hear you. I'm going to tell you about some of the psychological tricks that marketers use on you without you even knowing. Things just like these pictures I showed you with me and my son. It's all done with a purpose. You trust me a bit more now. I mean, it's all true. I didn't rent the kid or anything. Brennan is actually my son. But seeing a picture of us definitely helps you understand that I'm a real person just like you. See? It's like we're old friends already. And I want to take some of the mystery out of what it'll take for you to build your business. And the old school versus new school stuff is just a classic example. Some of these things I'm going to tell you today may piss you off. Some of what I tell you may make you feel like crap for a minute. I just want to be clear that I warned you up front. See, this is what they say. Old school is about calling your friends and family, cold calling, having home meetings and parties, pitching everyone you meet, buying leads, being glued to the telephone. And new school, they say, is about capture pages and social media and people calling you, no selling and no talking to prospects. Now, it doesn't take a genius to figure out which one of those two looks more attractive. Like almost everything, it's partially true. And it has nothing really to do with these things. You see, old school versus new school is mainly a marketing campaign. It's marketing psychology that appeals to people who have struggled to build a business in MLM and direct sales the traditional way. It's designed to appeal to that person within you that wants to believe that your lack of success isn't your fault. It's a campaign designed to make you believe that if you just had fill in the blank, this system, this tool, this product, you wouldn't need to work on your skills for marketing and promotions. It's designed to get you to buy stuff. And you know what? It works. People everywhere are buying now to learn new school direct sales strategies. But remember, I said it was partially true. So what's the deal then? Let's look back at this slide. Remember, old school versus new school? What's the difference here? What are they arguing about? Essentially, the two schools disagree on the media used to deliver your message. Old schoolers say the internet is not duplicable. Now, I know everyone in our industry says duplicatable, but duplicatable isn't really a word. Okay. New schoolers say that warm market and word of mouth doesn't work, takes too much time, is too much of a hassle, yada, yada, yada. Obviously, both of these statements are total crap. The truth is, it all works, sometimes, for some people. Now imagine if you were building online and this was your target market, okay? How frustrating would that be likely for you? So which is right? It depends on which is right for you. Personally, I've built 5-figure monthly incomes using all of these strategies. But my preference is to work with systems that educate my prospects before I speak with them, so I can spend my time talking to people who are already interested. And guess what? I have a number of friends in my business too. Oh my God, that's so old school. Well, maybe because I grew up in the 80s, I like some old school marketing strategies, like talking to people. And I still like old school rap. Hey, pop, 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 hey, ho, hey, ho. So whatever your preference, you still need to work on your marketing skills. You need to improve your communication skills, your marketing skills, and your promotional skills. Yes, there's some work involved. Otherwise, it doesn't matter what school you follow, you're going to fail. And it won't be the system's fault. So you get to decide what your preference is. Which forms of media do you want to focus on? Whether old school or new school. You're going to have systems to follow and a daily method of operation to build your business. If you don't, you're screwed. Now, once your systems are in place, you need to build relationships with the people you're talking to. You need to follow up, and you need to help people get started. Whether you choose to use technology to do some or all of that for you, it's totally up to you. Now, a few years ago, I met a guy who decided to start generating leads for his business online. Now, he had been one of the good ones offline already. He created teams of thousands of people using quote-unquote old school strategies. But like me and like you, he had bigger dreams for himself, and he wanted to learn how to market online. After about a year of training and practicing, he got to a point where he had about 100 people a day coming to his website, all through free strategies, and that was creating some sales for him. Then he took those basic principles and expanded on them and took massive action. Today, just about 4 short years later, his websites get over 10,000 visitors a day, and he's one of the highest paid distributors in the entire industry. So I started studying what he was doing. It's not difficult, it just takes a commitment. So I committed to learn and take action. And now I generate leads online every day for my business. So if your preference is to learn how to market online and use technology to support some of the parts of your business that usually take up a lot of your time, you should go to the link below this video and learn from this guy like I did. Remember I said I decided to commit to learn and take action. Now it's your turn. Click the link below. Do you think I used enough red arrows? Click the link below. It's kind of a lot of red arrows, right? But people often get stuck when it comes to taking action towards their dreams. So if a few red arrows helps you get unstuck, so be it. Click the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.